there's a thing. I'm live right now, right? I made a post about championship promos, and I thought it was a pretty good post. I said, I've been wondering, how does everyone feel about the current and recent championship pricing cards? Are these in line with current set's power level and good support? And are these worth the time, money, and travel to in-person events? Now, counting online, because obviously it's just easy grab for promos, right? And if not, what should be changed? Or should we have stronger support? And what is better pricing if it was better? So the reason why I brought this up is because there's a low attendance so far, right? Nothing to be alarmed, right? Anybody can see the attendance for anything, right? The last PPG event was TCG Con, right? I think it was TCG Con or Collecticon, one of those cons. It was in Kansas City no, not Kansas City, that's the next one. It was Tampa. So Tampa just happened this last weekend, and it was about 37 players. And I don't know offense to Florida, but Florida usually is the place to be when you want to play card games, especially DBS. But why does it have a low attendance? It really comes down to pricing. Same thing for San Diego coming up, which I will be there. I will be running the stream. And I think there's maybe under 40 people so far. Usually West Coast events fill up super, super quick. And the concern is that Digimon, obviously, the reason why is Digimon's already capped. So the cap is like what, 256, 200? I don't know, 100 something. I don't remember, but it is capped and it is crazy. So yeah, well, I'm doing both streams, so it's not too much of an egg. Either way, I wanted to ask the community, hey, well, what should we change, etc., etc. And there's definitely some comments that are good and some bad, some definitely less helpful. Yeah, I wonder which one. In my opinion, I think championship packs and just like regional pricing is definitely difficult to manage. I think half of championship packs should be alternate art. The other half are very specific good cards, like chase cards. Maybe one or two. Maybe not the level of Android 17, but something decent, because that's just what drives people to get to it, and sell their promos and actually make it worth it to travel. And then top 16 should be very, very good. I'm talking about like, well, let's put it this way. Top 16 is good, and then top 8 and above should be very, very good. So either prizes of the new set, or prizes of the new set, boxes of the new set, or something that is like related to the set. Or I've been thinking about this, and I don't know why Band-Aid doesn't do it. It's very cheap to do it, by the way, to give out just product. There's no cost to give out product as a card game company. The other part of it is they really need to put like alternate art of the new set. So like obviously make it illegal, but it is a chase card to not only buy the new set, but to chase it for the tournaments. And it's just nice to have, you know, if it's really good art, which DBS does have, just make alternate art of the next set that's coming up. You'll promote the set, you'll make people drive people to get there, and it's just nice to have. Like I just don't see how that would cost anything to Bandai. It's crazy. The rando niche player of the rando deck is supporting. Here's the thing about that. So if these promos were really, really good for the casual player, right? They're happy that these decks, like these you know, the, what was it called? The Sigma, the Sigma stuff, right? Sigma, this boy, the deck I really, really like, but I'm never gonna play because it's not as good as the other decks. We don't have a casual community, so there's no point of printing cards in the competitive space for a casual community. There's no point. You just don't do it. And the other part is like all these other cards. Sure, the videos kind of go into this other deck that's played frequently, but Shroom Salsa, really? Metacooler, really? Android 8, really? Come on now. These are all like more casual decks, and this is coming from a casual man. Like I understand this. If you're gonna drive people to go and play the game competitively, then you need to have competitive cards in the prize pool. That's it. It's just simple as that, man. Nice to see Bandai still blowing companies. Okay, man. All right, relax. PlayStation 5's for top 4. I mean, if they can actually get a hold of them, I mean, there's not it's the same thing with Nintendo Switch, you know. It'd be more likely that they'll sell it or have a top 4 pricing for Nintendo Switch for Bandai, and then include a Dragon Ball game with it. So like there's so many Dragon Ball games. Like The new Dragon Ball game Breakers is coming out soon. Why not just have that as a prize? I don't understand. Like, they're not gonna buy it otherwise, so just include it for free. DBS One Piece, eventually. One Piece is next. So as soon as I'm done with the archetypes, people are gonna be very mad on my channel. I'm gonna get like 200 views for each video, but it's gonna be fun because I'm gonna learn a lot of One Piece. Vegeta to Super Salsa. The Vegeta's like average, and Super Salsa is just Super Salsa. Like, someone has to dedicate their entire life to make Super Salsa good, and even George didn't do it, and he's like a half average player. They all suck. Thank you, Amanda. Carlos says all promos have not been good and complain about them. This is what we get now. I mean, to a certain extent, right? Like, promos are supposed to be pretty good, right? Like, they're supposed to be, hey, these are good cards. You want them. You're going to be able to sell them amongst each other. And they're going to get Power Crept in 2 sets anyway. So, like, why not just get them, right? So, like, even Mecha Frieza, the tap down every attack Mecha Frieza, is now played a lot less because of the type of decks that we have right now. And that is like, that's a really good example of like a really, really popular and expensive card that is now played less because of the new mechanics in the new set. So why not just print out the 17s, the Mecha Friezas, the Zamasus, right? Like, why not just print them out anyway? It makes no difference. It's a hard balance. Make them too strong, you box out new players, and players don't get events. Or if you have archetypes way too expensive to get into, make them too weak, and they're bad expensive. Like, I don't even go to an online event because the champ pants are really bad. I mean, it is $30 for like no reason. Well, shipping, pricing, TO fees, right? I still don't know why they haven't switched to making promos higher rated common or altars or common cards or something like that when they did the Winter Champs cards. People like those. I completely agree, and I think that's what they're going for the top 16 cards. Because we have Forbidden Power, we have the Supreme Kai, we have the Gali Aura. Gali Aura was just like super random though. I think it's more of a collector card than anything. So, I don't know. They're bad. Is Eric in here? Eric's Leto? I don't think so. That's why the pricing isn't selling well and people are less motivated to travel. This is completely correct. That just comes down to it. Like, if you don't have an incentive to go to, other than going to an invite, then you're just not gonna go to. You're not gonna go to it. You know. I release videos. I did today. Low tier characters. Sorry, Metacooler fans. I mean, this is what I was saying though. Yeah, I know. Could be better. Yep. Pretty crap cards. Don't leave another set against Nance. Oh, look at all this text. I'm gonna ban that guy if he ever comes into my chat. Jordan Markle. I mean, it's a tough balance. Exclusive promo to balance exclusive promos like this. If they are really strong, they see prices to get too high. Wait, get too high. I'm pretty sure that means get too high. To which helps players attending these events make money, but the ones that can't have to spend a ton to get stuff. Wow, this is just a bad sentence, unless I read it wrong. From a player perspective, this year's pricing in general has been really bad at IMO. For people to travel and play, we can't be given a promo that are worth 10 cents on release, or top cut promos barely breaking $25. Can't really speak from another perspective. This is correct. David Fash is in here saying that season 1 was better at A17, better A17 before they killed it, and top 32 and top 4 promos were solid. Don't know why they did. I don't know. I think Sin was in there. It was like a bad Sin. I don't remember, unless it was the leader. It was still good. I feel like I'm getting attacked by my own team. You guys are really mean. Let's see. These cards are absolutely trash, both competitive and secondary market. It's like cool, but far from that as far as their value goes. Champ pack cards IMO should make whatever decks they go in better. If they want to make old cards for older themed decks, those cards should be busted, not broken. I guess so. That's pretty much the consensus for everybody. We're just gonna ignore this comment, and I guess the comment afterwards. Who cares about both of them? Horror, this yeah, I mean, not collectible, not good. I guess the Gali Order and as well as the Kai are decently collectible, not like super good, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the gist. I think there definitely should be a change for Champ Pack, as well as just participation for pricing for in-person, as well as just online events. I think in-person pricing should be different from online events too. Not only because of the quantity, because you're traveling and you should have more in for going to in-person, but also just like it's such an easier thing to be online. Like, offer the online ones here and then throw in a good one. And then for the in-person one, have completely different cars, competitive cars, right? And then have them recoup their losses by selling them, and as well as just having decent pricing. That's all it is, man. That is all it is. But that's my spiel, since Egg is already ready. So let me give him a call.